People are queuing before the petrol bunks. No petrol, no diesel. No stock boards are appearing for the public. Why? Because of the panic buying. Why the people are resorting to panic buying? There is no war. War is subsiding. Okay, it may be end soon. However, people are resorting to the panic buying because of the not because of the dearth of the petrol and diesel. In fact, why? The biggest reason is the fear of increasing petrol and diesel prices once these 5 state elections concluded on April 29th. As far as the government sources are concerned, they are saying that no hike, no further, no great hike in the as far as the petrol and diesel prices. However, this government talks, government convincing, government these answers are unable to convince the public. Public are strongly believing that petrol and diesel prices will be increased around 50%. These opposition parties are also increasing this kind of panic among the public. That's why people are fearing, they are queuing, they are buying more petrol, more diesel. They are filling the tanks fully. They are filling some bottle. They are storing petrol and diesel in their homes to get the cheap oil before the rising of the petrol and diesel prices. But what is happening in reality? The real situation in the country is, according to this, the present geopolitical situation and increasing the petroleum prices before the February 28th, before the start of Iran and United States of America war, the average price of the petroleum per barrel is around $70. Now, after the around 45 days of 60 days of this war started, now the present petroleum prices is around $105 per barrel, which means around the 35 to 40% increase compared to previous war days, before the war days. That's why oil marketing companies in India, they are mostly importing, they are depending upon the import petroleum. That's why they are bearing the losses because the government stopping them, preventing them from increasing prices by the fear of defeating in the 5 crucial state elections. That's why once this election concluded, the government of India, mostly petroleum minister, let the oil marketing companies freely increasing these petrol diesel prices as per the international prices. That's why once these elections concluded, petrol and diesel prices in India will definitely be increased. As far as my assessment is concerned, based on the present losses bearing by the oil marketing companies, these petrol prices may be increased 20 to 40% in the first phase itself. In the second phase, third phase will be also there. If the war issue and petroleum, this dearth of petroleum and Hormuz Strait closed will be continued. And as far as this diesel prices is concerned, diesel prices will also be increased by 20 to 40% in the first phase. In the second phase, around 5%. In the third phase also, if Hormuz Strait blockade continues. So in this situation, there will be definitely increase of the petrol and diesel prices once the election process concluded. That's why people are panicking. There is a strong reason. Government is unable to convince the public that there will not be any petrol and diesel prices hike. Opposition parties are also raising this kind of the panic and frightening among the public.